Good morning, everyone. Peace and love. My name is Kimberlie Wright. Welcome to Hand-Built Pottery. Today is Friday. Woo! Today is Friday, February the 18th. Can you believe it already? We're going to go through our holidays and events. And if you want to get some clay rolled out into a slab about a ½ inch thick, then you can go ahead and do that for our last clay origami project, which is going to be a conch shell vase. Also, I'm going to go through what we went through yesterday as it pertains to our bust, our head that we're working on, and our proportions for our facial features. All right, for today, our holidays and events are as follows. Today is Pluto Day, Thumb Appreciation Day, National Battery Day, National Drink Wine Day, National Crab Stuffed Flounder Day, and National Caregivers Day. All right, shout out to all the caregivers out there. It's a really hard job to take care of someone, but it only takes a small kind of act of kindness, to actually show someone love and care for someone. So make sure you do that. Show love and care for others. All right, so we're going to get started. If you have any questions, suggestions, or concerns, just let me know. I think first we're going to go ahead and just cover the bust so we can get that out of the way for those of you that may or may not know. And the steps that I'm going to go through today are not mandatory. It's just so that you all can have a sense of what you're doing. So the next class, what you're going to need is your, if you're going to just be molding your face off a site, then that's fine, it's no problem. It's going to end up looking like somebody. However, if you want to use a photograph of someone, please try to get a photograph of the frontal of the face, the rear of the head, the right side profile, and the left side profile. I think I'm just going to keep this in the bag. Hopefully she can get out a little bit more, a little bit wet. All right. So yesterday what we did was just talking over again. I actually used a ruler and I cut a line from the side of the neck going all the way through where the ear might be, all the way to the other side of the head, neat. And I took my time and I separated the head and sit it on cushions and everything so that it wouldn't lose its shape. Then we stuffed it with some recycled paper towel that I had already had fully, making sure there were no air pockets or anything anywhere. And then I put the head back together on the sides, making sure the seams is invisible or it has dissolved. And then I laid her head back down to continue to stuff in the neck area to make sure everything was tight so that it would not put weight on the clay or buckle. All right, as far as the proportion, the first thing you want to do is find the center of your head or your bust. And I used a ruler as well to kind of help me draw some straight lines. You want to draw a line in the center of the face. This vertical line helps you to make sure to line up your nose, mouth, and eyes correctly. Then you want to draw a horizontal line halfway down the egg-shaped sculpture or the round shape. And usually the chin is going to be the point on the egg that's going downward. So once you draw the horizontal line, this is where the eyes and the top of the ears will go, right here. And even if you want to stand in the mirror and draw these lines, pretending on your face, you'll see that the structure of the face is made up just like this. All right. All right, halfway between the eye line and the nose line, the eye line and the nose line, you want to draw a horizontal line there. This is where the bottom of the nose and the ears will go. So this is where the bottom of the nose is and the ears right here. It should be like the tip of the ears. The top of the ears is more up near the eyebrows. All right, and so then a third way down from the nose line, a third way, that means half of that, you're gonna draw a horizontal line. This is where the mouth will go. Usually that's where the mouth will go. All right, remember yesterday we were talking about drawing in the eyes with the corners of the line. To ensure that the eyes are correct, the correct size, you should be able to fit 5 equal eye widths across a head. And so just, of course, we're going to be building on this, but just to get my diagram right and let you all see, I'm going to draw straight 5 eyes across this piece. 1, 2, so I'm going to draw another one in the center. And if you want to draw this stuff out, it might help you keep up with your spacing. 2, 3, 4, and it should be one more on this side. 5. So essentially it would be, sorry, 1 eye here, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so that's kind of like how that looks. All right, that's just to make sure that your eyes aren't too close together or they're too far apart or beady or something to that nature. All right, now you're going to draw the bottom of the nose, and the nostrils should rest on the line. So here is my nose line. And I'm gonna just make 2 little references to nostrils with the back of my tool. All right, so I've done that. Here's my nostril. Here's my other nostril, right at the line. Here's the tip of the nose, and here are the skin going around the extra nostril. All right, moving right along. Then you're going to draw the mouth with the line dividing the 2 lips by measuring a third in from the inside corner of the eye. That means right here.
You can't see, Kimmy.
Sorry, let me do that again. Right. So you're going to draw your mouth. And of course, if you have a picture, you're going to change a little bit of stuff later. You just want to have these placements. You're going to draw your mouth with the line dividing the 2 lips by measuring a third in from the inside corner of the eye. That means the inside corner of the eye is right here. Inside corner, going straight down. Inside corner, going straight down. And so you want, you want the drawing vertical on each side, and you can achieve accurate mouth width if you, again, the line is good. This is going to be the center line. And so I'm just going to make a tip here. Sorry. I'm going to make a tip here. And like a little arrow, I would say. And then I'm going to come down into the corner. Same thing right here, corner, and come up like a mountain, the same height as I see on that other side. And now I'm going to come from the corner here down and back up. All right. So then after that, you're going to draw in your ears and hairline. It can help determine the shape of your face. And remember, the ears should fit snugly between the eye and nose line. So again, the eye right here and the nose right here. So nose right here, this is going to be the bottom of the ear pretty much. And the top of the ear is going to be kind of about right there. So I'm just going to draw one ear because when I actually make the ears to put them on there, that'll be good. And as far as the hairline, you just want to kind of see how much forehead space you want, so to speak. And then you're going to kind of draw a box going straight across, although you're going to change that hairline later. This is just mapping it out. All right, and then you're going to come down on the sides, right in between that, right in the corner of that the fifth eye. Like so. Same thing on the other side. Corner, fifth eye. Round that hairline out. Bring it down. The next thing is you're going to draw the neck by drawing a vertical line from the outer corner, but we don't have to draw a neck. We already have our neck. And pretty much from that area, you're going to start building. So next week, young people, you want to have your pictures and everything. And I'm just going to leave this rough draft drawing just like that. If you don't have clay out today for the conch shell project, then you at least want to get paper to make the template. All right, so I'm wrapping this up without spraying it because we want this piece to leather.
Kim, you should take a picture of it and send it.
Say what?
Picture of your lines on your bus.
Okay, I have a for anybody who wants to get this copy of this proportion page, I'll have it for you. Or
Yeah,
I'll take a picture of this and send it out to people who might not be able to get it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would like to have one. I would like to have one.
Okay. And I just want to say that some people have already picked up their things from the kiln. It's no pressure, it's no rush. I'm just letting you all know that the stuff that I have left is for Miss Gwendolyn Alexander and Miss Diana Williams.
I'll come after class today.
No problem. All right.
Don't forget to send me one.
I got you. So the simplest way I can describe this next project as pertains to creating the stencil, and you all know, I know that you all can do it once again. So,
Kim,
yes,
if you hold that poster up again, I could take a picture of it.
I'm gonna take a picture of it and send it, love.
Yeah, but I can get it off my phone easier than I can off the computer.
No, what I'm saying is I'm sending it to your phone. I'm gonna text it.
Oh, okay. I thought you was gonna send it to my email. Okay.
No, ma'am, I'm sending it to
Cool.
your phone.
That'd be great.
All right. So the simplest way I can describe this for some people who it might be easier for is you're gonna make a circle and cut 3 slices of pie out of it. So you wanna, depending on what size your circle is, the size of your conch shell vase. So this is just a styrofoam bowl, a disposable styrofoam bowl. I've drawn my circle. I'm going to get a pencil in case I have to redraw or do something. So in a second, I want to grab my ruler. All right. So basically, you're gonna have a circle. You're gonna find the center point as best you can. And you're gonna make it where you are making a diagram of a three slices of pie, so to speak. So it should look like this, like a Mercedes-Benz emblem. And then you're gonna cut one of the sections out, which I've already done. And then you're gonna get your clay. I wanna roll this one more time. Anybody that needs this particular template, I actually made some copies of some of those templates that we've been working on for the last couple of weeks. And anybody comes up here, you're more than welcome to get those templates as well. All right. So just try to keep up or follow with the pattern. Why I'm talking like that. All right. First one, you're gonna sit it on the piece. And you need the clay to be where you having it like lengthwise. So, meaning I'm gonna be using a long piece of clay. All right, so I'm just using this as a pattern. And I'm going to trace it once. Take your time and keep your fingers down the edge, around the edge of the piece. And then I'm going to lift my paper and I'm going to turn this piece. It's kind of weird. This way and trace the same piece going the opposite direction, like so. I'll show you in 1 second. Once I actually trace it in really deep, you'll be able to see it better. If you want to draw like a little rough diagram of how this is looking, feel free. All right, and then you're gonna turn that again, going this way, and trace the piece. And you'll be able to see much better once I cut it out. And then you're gonna do one more, turning the same opposite way, coming downward, line it up to the actual shape, which is a circle with a 90-degree angle on it. And now I'm going to hopefully show you the shape, cutting it out, and we're ready to build. So sometimes the most important thing is getting this stuff cut out right. It takes just a couple of minutes to make sure you are cutting everything straight. And I'm gonna go ahead and reconstitute these pieces of clay. And I'm probably gonna need a piece for my design aesthetic in a couple of minutes. This is the conch shell vase. So the facility will be closed on Monday for, I want to say it's President's Day. Yep. February 24th. Now I'm going around the back side. Or really, it's not a back side, it's just the other side. All right. So we have that done. All right. So let me let this sit for a couple of minutes. Okay. You can see how everything is mapped out or set up per se. All right. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to bring, so because this is not paper, it's not going to bend the way that paper would. So what we're going to actually do is separate these pieces. And I'm just getting a bat to separate the actual clay from the canvas. All right, so to release this, I'm just gonna flip the clay on the canvas just to release it. All right. Now here are my lines, if you couldn't see them before, because what I'm gonna go ahead and do is cut these sections on out. So essentially what you need is 4 of these. The reason why I just set it up like this is because this is how you actually putting the shell together, the vase together, and it helps you as it pertains to rolling the piece and actually putting those sections together. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do is open this up like so and score the pieces all the way around. I mean, all the way around each piece. It doesn't take that long to score. All you gotta do is put a little scratch there. All right, gonna get our slip, which is our glue, and a brush to apply the glue or the slip. And then this first piece, which was like that, I'm gonna actually take it up. I'm gonna line up that edge. Not before I put slip on it. Lined up the edge as best I can. And kind of just gently give it a little squeeze together so that it can kind of mend. Then the next part was here. What I'm going to do is add slip along the whole line of that outer edge there. Slip here and slip there. And slip here. And then what we're going to do is turn this piece to the side like so. Let me turn it towards you. So this next piece was right here. We're going to turn this one to the side, making sure this crease goes together, but also first I want to make sure to kind of squeeze that seam down, but making sure it stays straight as possible. And then this whole curve, I'm going to roll that together, so to speak.
So Kim, it's only touching the edge, the outer edge. It's not like flush.
Yes, I got it just touching the edge.
Okay.
So I'm taking my time, bringing that down and around. Just trying to do it where you all are able to see. And whatever you're going to do at this point, I like to go ahead and do it before I put that 4th side on because it's going to be closed. And it would be helpful, since I've curved this side, to get a cushion to help prop that back side up. Okay, I'm just squeezing some of the seams together to make sure it just doesn't pop loose while I'm working. And actually, you know what's the last piece is going to be right here where it lies. I'm adding slip to all my edges. And this piece is going to go here, like so. I'm flushing the edge up first and kind of just giving it a little squeeze. Then I'm going to kind of bend this back. see that? Because it's gonna have to have a curve. This edge is gonna go together like so. I'm gonna put my hand in the inside and kind of just work that a little. And then this whole piece right here is looking like a fortune cookie. That whole piece is gonna seethe down together. And as you may know, I've already made two to already have a piece as a demonstration for you all, and to go ahead and make different sizes to manage myself as I can, because I don't like to make different pieces at different times. I like to just go ahead and get it done. And so I'm just turning this over so I can, before I put that last part together, I want to make sure that it's not going to close on me, and I want to kind of put these seams together just to make sure it's closed and it's not going to break apart. You know, it might be a little bit messy. It's okay. Just do your best, because you can clean this up, everything up later. Just trying to get the seams all squeezed together tight. That's why I put the inside edge together, Miss Diana, because the outside is not beveled, and then it'll come together in a point if you put the inside edge together. All right. So before I actually bring this other side closed, I'm going to go ahead and smooth my edges in case I need to put my hand in there to still blow it open or something. So I'm not even going to score that together, just to keep my edges and tips. I'm just going to kind of lightly bring it together with this spatula, and then I'm going to go back with my fingers. Then I'll be closing that last side and showing you the other two pieces that I've already created. And that's a done deal. Got two more sides over here. As you hold it in your hand, it kind of feels like a shell off the beach. One of those conch shells that you put up to your ear and listen to the ocean waves through it. All right, so instead of taking my finger, I'm gonna take this sponge and give it a bath. Like so. It makes the smoothing the process much quicker. Other side. And then we're gonna close it up. So once again, we've done so many projects since last year's art show, and we should be able to have a good amount of pieces that we can actually display. So I'm closing that last side in, putting the edge together, and then I'm going to kind of squeeze. It's like a little lip. Squeeze that portion closed. And as you'll be able to see on one of my conch shell vases, I did not make sure to line the edges up, and you'll be able to tell on my edges as well as it pertains to how it looks. So this is the point where you have to be careful, because every side is closed. You want to be careful how you sit it down. And you don't want to, I dropped mine on the floor last week and it had got punctured really bad. However, I have a remedy for that. All right, we're going to go ahead and smooth that together. And I'll work on fine tuning this and smoothing it on my own time. I just wanted to actually show you all how to put it together. And if you lay or set the pieces up, down, sorry, lay them down how I showed you, then that's the exact way to start putting the piece together. Also, don't forget that you can add designs if you like. All right, so this is in its rough stage, but I'm gonna clean this up a little bit more later. And right now, I'm gonna show you the pieces that I made. All right, so you can figure out how you wanna have that displayed, add legs to it, or I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to the pieces that I have today. All right. So I had to clean my hands. Keep your hands clean, young people. And I want to get one of our classroom toolboxes to get 3 hole punchers, one, the large size, the medium size, and the small. Here is medium. And we're gonna get small. So this is how these 3 sizes of hole punchers look. And remember, this is the conch shell vase that I just created. So I'm not doing anything to that right now. However, this is one that I created last week. And I'm just gonna sit that there for a second. And you can see I have one small, medium, and large. Okay. And so this is the one that fell on the floor and it actually got punctured right there. But what I decided to do was I'm going to go ahead and scratch the surface area here. Since it's looking or representational of a conch shell, then I'm gonna give it some C applique or design. I'm adding slip to it. And before class started, I had already got this press mold right here with this seashell in it. And I'm gonna add this seashell to that part that was beat up or punctured, kind of to the side, you know, like it's laying, basking in the sand. Gently pressing it down so I don't lose my shell design. And I think I have all the air out. And what I'm gonna do is brush a little slip around there, around the edge. And then I'm gonna go into I'm gonna press again down around the edge, and I'm gonna take my water and just clean that up. going back and forth so I can make a little slip around there. Also, since I have my hole puncher, I'm gonna go ahead and first I'm gonna dry this up. It's attached. I'm gonna go ahead and find which side is gonna be the bottom. The bottom is gonna be right here, and I'm gonna kind of just hit it just a little bit to give it some stability. And then I'm gonna make this a 3-butted vase or a 3-hole vase. And my holes are gonna start right here. Taking my time so I don't bust the vase. And I'm actually, gonna twist just a bit. The clay is inside of here. All I have to do is get it out. If you're not able to get it out, if you're pushing it through, then the backs come off and you can get it from the back side. All right, so you see I have one hole here. I'm gonna repair that right there. And I'm gonna put the second one in, which is the medium hole. Making sure it's far apart enough where the bridge between it isn't getting too thin and it'll break. That's my second hole. Once again, you can try to pluck that out or take the back off and just stick your tool through there and clean it out. And then our third hole for flowers is going to be right here. And so all I have to do is clean that up. Clean up the edges. Of the holes. Just by taking the brush and rubbing around there really good, back and forth, circular motion. Also, I wanted to say that anytime you all are making jewelry, or you actually making anything where you're putting holes, you have to take into consideration that if you're making jewelry, you should make your holes larger because the glaze is fusing your holes closed. And also, before you turn in your projects, you want to go through those holes again with your needle tools to make sure that they are opened up. All right, so I'm just sponging those holes, making sure the edges are smooth once again. And that concludes our conch shell vase for today. I don't know what I'm going to do for the small and the medium vase, but I'm going to do something totally different than what I did as a design for that.
That's cute, Kim. Very cute.
Thank you. Anybody got any questions? So this class was not too long, but a little bit informative because we've done two things. I'm gonna go ahead and make a copy of this, the features, the facial features, the proportions, everything, and text them to you. Thank you so much for joining Hand-Built Pottery. If you don't have any questions or comments, my name is Kimberlie Wright. Have a wonderful and blessed and safe weekend.
You too. See you in a bit.
Peace, everybody.